Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Late last night, the Las Vegas sheriff revealed a massive secret proving the shooter was not alone. Late last night, Las Vegas Sheriff Joseph Lombardo came across a piece of evidence about Sunday's mass shooting he thought was so important he called a late-night press conference. America may now never forget the chilling words from Sheriff Lombardo about the killer: "He had to have help at some point." That's right. The sheriff said all the evidence is adding up to more than one person involved. Look at the weapon obtaining, the amounts of Tannerite available. Do you think this was accomplished all on his own, face value? You gotta make the assumption he had to have help at some point, and we want to ensure that's the answer. Put two and two together: another residence in Reno with several firearms, okay, electronics, and everything else associated with it, large amounts of ammo, a place in Mesquite. We know that he had a girlfriend. Do you think this is all self-facing, individuals are just, without talking to somebody, sequestered amongst themselves? Come on, folks. If you add this new statement with a receipt released by a Mandalay Bay hotel employee, who allegedly served the shooter during his stay, which showed two guests ordering food, it makes the whole thing seem far more suspicious. Now, for a moment, combine all of these factors with the Islamic State's multiple claims he was with them, which the FBI denies, and Sheriff Lombardo's statement about his radicalization 2 days ago, and it's no wonder the FBI took over the case. Help share this out. America deserves the truth. This former CIA operative just risked everything to tell the world what really happened in Vegas. Former CIA operative Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer recently went on Martha McCallum on Fox News and said that the Vegas attack was a deliberate terrorism. Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer: "I think it's shaping up to be a very deliberate act of terror. This is beyond dispute. The question becomes motive. Everybody seems to be searching for a motive. I would argue most of the clues of motive is right in front of us. It was a politically selected target. This is the perception based on information. The perception was going to be a lot of pro-gun folks there, Trump supporters at this concert. So therefore, I believe the perception was, by the shooter, by Paddock, this was a legitimate target of political expression. Martha, this may be something people don't like to understand, but the very reason that Hodgkinson did what he did, and I believe Paddock did what he did, because the left has not encouraged the use of violence as an extension and use of political speech. This could be the reason that nobody seems to want to announce what the shooter's motives were. Share this everywhere if you want to know why he did it. This needs to come out now. OMG. The Las Vegas sheriff just let loose and released massive secret about shooter. This is huge. The Las Vegas sheriff gave a press conference at 5 p.m. Pacific time today. The Las Vegas shooter was living a secret life according to Sheriff Lombardo. Watch the insane video below. Sheriff Lombardo: investigators have spent the last 72 hours combing through the life of 64-year-old Stephen Paddock, to produce a profile of someone I would call disturbed and dangerous. Stephen Paddock was a man who spent decades acquiring weapons and ammo and living a secret life, much of which will never be fully understood. He meticulously planned on the worst domestic attack in United States history. ISIS just claimed responsibility for the attack, twice, earlier. Who do you think was behind the attack? Get this video out there. There was something going on in Las Vegas that needs to get out. Share this with every conservative you know. Michelle Obama just said something unforgivable about white Republican men. Michelle Obama is not graceful. She is not kind and intelligent. She is a rude and disrespectful race baiter. Last night she had the nerve to try and say something racist and untrue about the Republicans. While talking about being at inaugurations, Obama claimed that one side was full of color and diversity while the other side was just gray and white. She said with a smug little smile on her face. On one side of the room, it's literally gray and white. Literally, that's the color palette on one side of the room. On the other side of the room, there are yellows and blues and whites and greens. Physically, there's a difference in color, in the tone. Because one side, all men, all white. On the other side, some women, some people of color. According to Michelle, the white people are the reason that people don't trust politics. How is blaming a race or gender not discrimination? It's time we end these crazy double standards that the left has set up. Republicans are not racist and white people are not evil. Race is not how we should judge others, and we need to force the Democrats to realize that by sharing this out. After entering hospital, Trump walked to this Vegas victim and witness miracle. President Trump showed up to Las Vegas on Wednesday after the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. This was literally a day after his visit to Puerto Rico to see the devastation after Hurricane Maria. You won't see the following video of him in Las Vegas on CNN. The president went with University Medical Center's trauma center to go visit some of the responders. The moment you are about to watch is tear-jerking. The caption below the video was the following: "I will never lie down when the president of this great country comes to shake my hand. There may be plenty of issues in this country, but I will always respect my country, my president and my flag. Shot in the leg or not, I will stand to show my president the respect he deserves." The video was posted by Thomas Gunderson. "We cannot be defined by the evil that threatens us," Mr. Trump said after seeing Nevada Governor Brian Sandoval. "We're defined by our love, our caring and our courage." Mr. Trump said that when the worst of humanity strikes, that the best of humanity responds. We can see that in this video. Spread this video everywhere. We need to make show the whole nation how wonderful our president was today. The media isn't sharing it. God bless this country. Screw the Vegas shooter. The American spirit shall overcome the horror we witnessed from Sunday. Thanks, Patriots. The Las Vegas gunman had plans to attack something even bigger than Vegas Music Festival. If the Las Vegas mass shooting didn't seem bad enough as is, it turns out that the shooter had plans to make it way worse. It looks like the Route 91 festival was not Stephen Paddock's first choice of places to attack. It was just revealed that Paddock had booked an almost identical room set up at the Blackstone Hotel overlooking one of the biggest music festivals in the world, Lollapalooza. The discovery was made by TMZ, who pointed out that Lollapalooza was held from August 3 to 6 this year, and Paddock's 2 rooms were booked from August 1 to 6 and from August 3 to 6. Luckily for all of the festival goers, including Malia Obama, Paddock mysteriously didn't show up for either of his bookings. It was also discovered he tried to book very specific suites at the Ogden Hotel in Vegas overlooking the Life is Beautiful festival in Vegas earlier this year, but they were already booked. That festival had over 45,000 attendees per day. It is clear that Paddock's goal was to murder as many American concertgoers at once as he could and then escape and keep killing. It is good that he is dead, however, we need to figure out why he did it and who helped him before something like this happens again. It just leaked that Las Vegas shooter had a second target during his attack. It was just leaked out that the individual music goers at the Route 91 festival in Las Vegas may not have been the only targets of gunman Stephen Paddock. A news source told Las Vegas Review-Journal that law enforcement officers found bullet holes in aviation tanks near the Route 91 music festival. This would imply that Paddock may have been attempting to trigger a massive explosion using the jet fuel stored in the tanks. Luckily, the tanks were about 1,100 feet from the festival and none of the bullets successfully pierced them, or the 59 casualties may have ended up in the hundreds. However, this again would show a huge level of planning for him to have picked a spot that would allow him to aim at both civilians and the tanks. A level of planning not commonly seen for one person to do alone. As more and more information on this comes out, the story seems less likely to be a simple lone wolf scenario. That's why it's very important to share this info out and let everyone see it for themselves.